I am the joy. I am the light. I am the stars in the darkest of nights. I am all things, and all things are me, and I remember who I am. There are many of you who are resonating with the term starseed, star being, light worker, light being. All of these are simply a verbal expression of the energy that you feel within your innate self. For all are beings of the light, all are connected, all are working in synchronistic harmony for the betterment of all. And this starts within each of you as an individual. Each of you are part of the light, each of you a being of light. This is where part of the voyage to this expression of humanity is for you to embrace and enjoy. For it is an opportunity to examine your path of beingness, whilst also having many other paths happening at the same time. There is this concurrence of energies that are overlapping. This metaphor of a stack of paper, and each of the papers is a timeline of existence. And so they are all stacked upon each other, all existing at the same time, but perhaps not seeing each other at the same time. There are moments of overlap, moments which you may call déjà vu, where you are experiencing something happening in another timeline at the same time. So they are these cross points. They are also portals where you may shift from one expression of beingness into another. Many of you call this shifting into the 5D. It is just one expression of many. There are many portals and many different expressions of beingness. There is hope and joy and light within. There is a creativity and openness and a sense of curiosity, which is part of what drew you into this now moment, part of what drew you into this earth experience, where you may have that as a human being in a dense physical space. In this space, you have an expression of the physical body, which is combined with the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, all together to create a being of light that may indulge in experience, create experience, and share experience. And so this is where we say it starts with you, for you are beginning to understand consciously now that you can create your existence in this third dimensional earth experience. You have the choice of what energies to play in. And by that we mean which of the different aspects of life that you have available to you do you wish to follow? Do you wish to be in the energies where you have self-reflection, or those where you are creating anew, those where you are bringing thought into matter? And this is where many of you who call yourselves the Starseeds are understanding that you have this ability to bring energies, thoughts, ideas, information from outside of your perceived experience and to anchor them into this experience, whether that is through the physical, whether that is through creation of art, work, expression of ideas, whether that is through writing, photography, movement and dance, all of the creative expressions that are available to you. And do not discount yourself if you say, oh, but I am not a creative person. I am not someone who can do these type of works. You are creative. It is just simply in your own unique way. There is as much creativity in thought and construct of ideas, of examination and analysis, of numbers, of languages, as there is in the creative output of art or dance, or any of the many, many other expressions. And so we invite you to allow yourself the freedom of labeling who and what you are. This is part of the work that we are here to do. This is part of the support that we provide for you. We are here to help you understand that this experience is limited only by your own thoughts and ideas. Now, of course, you must work within the agreed constructs of the physicality of the place. You agree that you are working together in this physical body, meaning that your body adheres to some of the basic rules that you call physics or science. You agree as a collective before incarnating that you come to a place that has density of gravity at a particular weight, that you have an expression through your senses, and that you operate primarily with 5 senses, but of course there are more, that you are incarnated into a place with other beings like you, that the environment has certain aspects and rules. The sky is blue, the trees are green, the ground can be different colors, and so on it goes. And so within those constructs, you begin to have different ideas and experiences. And it is very easy to get caught up in these experiences and forget that you are here as an explorer. And so this is part of the work that we are here to do, to support you in remembering that you are able to have different experiences if you wish, and to open yourself back up to the state that you were when you arrived. Have you noticed that the very young are very curious, and that they have a sense of wonderment, and they are not caught up in preconceived ideas. They are not caught up in notions that others have told them. They are simply exploring with a degree of awe and wonder and excitement. And so this is why we invite you to do the same. For it is in this open space, without judgment, with curiosity, with interest, that you begin to do many things. You begin to understand who and what you are, in what you enjoy and do not enjoy. You begin to trust the instincts within, the intuition of what is being invited into your energy and what is not allowed. And you begin to use your discernment, of course, to choose what you want, let go of what you do not, and thus creating for yourself a sense of comfort in which to explore further. So you are trying to label and create ideas and boxes to put this information in so that you are able to process it, so that your mind and beingness are able to understand on a level that make you feel comforted and connected. This is why many of you call yourselves starseeds, because you are finding yourselves in this area of your life where it is quite different from what you have experienced previously. There is an openness and awareness to so much more information. And so it is simply your beingness trying to make sense of it all in a way that allows you to feel safe and tethered to the earth experience, yet open enough to that is what is outside of the earth experience in a way that lets you feel excited and comfortable and not fearful. You may also be exploring these same ideas. You may also be supporting those around you. those who are feeling closed off, who wish to explore and understand and know more, but who perhaps are feeling still a little bit of wariness, a little bit of skepticism. And all of this is valid. All of this is in fact encouraged, for this is how you decide what you allow into your energy field. This is how you decide what feels right for you and what does not. And so if you are feeling a connection to working with others who are going through this state, you may very likely find yourself in a position of working as a support. Now, whether that looks like a healing practitioner, or whether you are working as one who helps with the psyche, or one who is working to help others plan their experience, all of these are perhaps related to the Altarian state of being. You are there to support others in their own choices, but allowing them to understand that they can create a space of safety and comfort within. And when this is established for each individual in their own way, then they find that they are ready to explore. They are ready to extend their light, their interest, their ideas, and be open to new and more, and an influx of energy and information. And as they begin to do this, they expand their awareness. And as their awareness expands, so does that of all who are coming into contact with them. Whether that is with intention, through friends, family, co-worker, or those that they seek out with interest, or simply those who are in their energetic field. For you know on a base level that you yourself experience this when you enter the energetic field of others. Have you noticed when you go into a room that you may feel what you call the vibe, the feeling, the energy of the room? If it is a space where there is a lot of positive type of emotion, then you will likely feel that when you walk into the space. If it is a space where it is perhaps disrupted, there is argument, there is discord, then you will likely feel that as well. And so when you have this foundation of comfort in the self, of knowing who you are, what feels good to you, what makes you feel safe, then it is very easy for you to step into areas where there might be external discord, and that you are able to see it and sense it, but you are not bringing it into your field of energy, and thus you are not affected by it. And thus you are the observer. You are observing, you have interest, you have curiosity, but it does not mean that you need to partake. You are understanding that this is becoming a conscious choice. You do not simply have to go along with things anymore. You may choose your own experience. And this is part of the grand awakening of humanity. This is part of your peace in it, that you are understanding that you have the choice of how you wish to live. It may sound large and grandiose, but it is not. In fact, it comes down to that very small place within you, in the heart. So you see how it is all interconnected. And this is why we said at the beginning that truly this place of exploration is about the self. For when the self has understood what it is, when you have defined who you are, then from there you can begin to explore, and you are always in a state of freedom of choice, feeling secure and comforted, feeling connected, tethered, and grounded. And from that place, this strong foundation, you are able to try many things and feel that sense of expansion, as opposed to wanting to try something and feeling fearful. And this fear or lower level energies and emotions are coming simply because there is not that trust in the beingness of who you are and the experience you are having. And so this is part of why we are here, is to encourage you to look at it from the very base level that is you as a soul on this planet at this time, and to understand who you are and how you fit in. Now, if you find that that is too large of a task, if it feels too overwhelming, then simply to break it down into small pieces and to start with the very basic, which is, as a being of light in this timeline and this existence, what is it that makes you feel safe? What is it that makes you feel grounded, meaning that you feel secure, comfortable, tethered to the earth, know who you are? To define these very basic ideas will form the covenants of your experience, will allow you to explore without any of the self-imposed boundaries. Hey Starseed friend, it's Tanya here. Thanks so much for joining me today and having this great message come through from one of the many groups that I channel called the Altarians. And I hope you enjoyed and connected with some of the light codes and activations that are in this collage of some of the pieces I've painted over the last couple of years. You can find them over at lightcodearts.com. Many more to come in the future, I hope. And if it resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment. You never know who you might help simply by sharing what you're going through.